Peace, gentlemen. Peace. Peace and abundance. Peace and abundance. It's your brother, Uncle K, and we're here with another one. Gotta make the best out of that flatline. Make the best out of it. Because, let me tell y'all, man, the flatlines, it just creep up on you. And it feels like it creeps up on you at the wrong times. On the times where you need the energy the most to do something, to handle some sort of business. That unexpected flatlines just come through like you're recovering like you were recovering dope fiend or something like that, and you ain't never did dope a day in your life. I hope not. But it feels equivalent to that. That's why the studies say that it's like a drug. We got so many chemicals in our brains that goes deeper than pharmaceuticals, and they're all natural. And one of them is dopamine. Dopamine is a would you consider that a drug? Because we need dopamine, but there's ways on how to abuse it. You know, and with those flat lines, you got to make the best out of it, regardless of the fact. I just finished me a workout, a nice full body workout. Did biceps, triceps, bench press, superset that with pull ups every set, pull ups. We did incline, flat bench, did some shoulders, and then we did barbell squats. So even in the midst of a flatline, man, you gotta make the best out of it because you never know when a flatline gonna just come out of nowhere. It's not that you can premeditate and avoid it. It's just gonna come out of part of me is just gonna come out of nowhere. What's going on, everybody? Crystal, right now we're talking about semen retention, energy fluctuations. We're talking about chastity. We're talking about celibacy. If you're a woman that practice chastity, practice a celibate life, I'm not too sure if you guys have fluctuations, but I'm pretty sure everyone that has sexual energy within their bodies, we all go through fluctuations of energy when we're not using it just recklessly. And what do I have in my left hand? I have a protein shake right here. Cookies, was it cookie dough dream? Ice cream cookie dough dream. Yeah, this is pretty good. It's pretty good. 50 grams of protein with one scoop of creatine in it. It's pretty good. Hey, 777. All praises to the Most High, but check it. If it's not working for you, just get off the platform. It's that simple. It's that simple. And that question was for Miss Kathleen. Kathleen. She said, "What is that in your hand?" Or maybe you might be talking about the microphone. Yeah. Now we're not talking about sex. Let's get that clarified. We're talking about abstaining. Abstaining. We're not talking about sex. This is not a sex-based channel. This channel is based off of self-development, self-improvement, you making sacrifices to become a better version of yourself day in and day out. It's gonna come with trials and tribulations like everything, but by you being resilient, trying to optimize your mind to be more positive than negative, leaning not on your own understanding, but leaning on the things of the Most High to the best of your abilities. Like we don't speak religion, we just speak facts on this end, and that's what it is. I appreciate you, Crystal. You can get these. You can get these frames. Particularly, there's different frames as well too. But for this style, I got it online at zlaw.com. It's a good company. I believe they're based in the UK. They're a great company. This is about my third pair. Third pair. Oh, absolutely, absolutely, 777, absolutely. Still got to read and pray, regardless of the fact. But you see, I'm not talking about temptation. I'm talking about the fluctuation of the energy, right? You're gonna feel certain moments when you've been abstaining for a long time. You could be abstaining for about what 4 or 5 months. There's no telling when you're gonna have that drastic drop of energy, meaning a a transformation. Like things are transforming within your body. You may not see it happening, but you're feeling it happening. Like old energy is converted into new energy. And those that have been on this practice should know what I'm talking about because flatlines is something inevitable that you can't resist, something that you can't avoid per se and run from. It happens. Like when you first start this journey, this lifestyle of abstaining, as a man, we're speaking as a man because I'm a man, so I'm giving a perspective as a man. If there's a woman that can give some advice, then that's amazing as well too. But as a man, when you holding on to your life essence, the first few weeks, maybe the first few months, you are feeling very ecstatic. You're feeling full of life. You are still full of life, even though you may be feeling a temporary flatline. But you have a brand new source of energy, right? Your body is going through a drastic change like rapidly. So you're getting the response that you need. Now after a while, that energy is gonna calm down a bit, and it might start doing some repairing. It might start doing some healing. It may be rewiring your brain. As long as you're still rewiring it to the best of your abilities and putting the right things in, and not defiling your mind, defiling your body, destroying your spirit, then that rewiring is gonna be even more amazing. That's why it's great when you're having a flatline. That's why it's very wise to not commit anything that's gonna defile your mind, your spirit, your body, your soul, your whole being. You gotta really go through the punches. It's good to see you too, chosen one. Good to see you, my brother. It's you have to make the best out of it. You're still gonna have to do the things that's required for you to move forward. Like you are gonna feel very speaking from experience, you're gonna be feeling extremely fatigued for some reason. You're gonna feel very down, right? You're not gonna feel as strong, right? But you're still gonna have to push though. You're still gonna have to get that workout. You're still gonna have to read. You're still gonna have to pray. You're still gonna have to, do the simple things, man. You're still gonna have to. And good to see you, Ray. Good to see you, Mr. Harris. Good to see you, brother. Right. Yeah, absolutely. You gotta move. You gotta move a little bit. If you gotta work out, then work out. If you gotta work out 2 times a day, go ahead. A couple push-ups and pull-up routines throughout the day, if need be, then do it. If you gotta watch some motivational videos, do so. If you need to read, do so. Just do something. Take a cold shower, do something. Just try to find something to clean up. Try to find something to push that energy up, right? So you're gonna have to do the best that you could do, man. Because I'm speaking from experience. Like, ain't no telling when a flatline gonna hit, man. And you're over 3 months, over 4 months, and you get hit with a flat line. When typically some people get hit with it during the first month or so, but getting hit with a flat line so later down the line, it kind of just catches you off guard, And regardless, you can never anticipate when it's coming. So you're just gonna have to roll with it. You're gonna have to do what it do, man. Sometimes you're gonna feel like you want to cry. Sometimes, man, you're gonna feel like it's just tough, but you're still not giving up. There's no giving up. Like you're just gonna feel broken down, but that's a part of the healing process. That's the part of it. You're and the most beautiful thing about it too is you're having a flat line, but your countenance isn't changing. You're still looking flawless. You still have clear eyes. You still have clear skin. You still have your life force. You still have all the nutrients in your body. You still have a strong spirit. You still have a strong mind. Flatlines is typically only physical. It's not really mental. It's physical because when you start making the physical action to combat it, that's when you're gonna be like, oh snap, wait, I could raise my energy up, even though you're going through a healing process right now. See, brother said a big portion of human population be feeling like crap on a day-to-day basis. So you holding on to this energy will give you that shalom and that increase you need to win the day. Right. And that win for the day may not come during the beginning of the day. You roll out of bed and you have a flat line, you're gonna feel, man, very, very down. Waking up, you're gonna be like, man, let me just get up. But when you roll through the day doing good things, like simple things, then you're gonna feel a change, man. Make a cup of coffee, go take a cold shower, you know, go get some sunlight, you know, go jump some rope, skip some rope, get premeditate on something that you gotta do. Something. You gotta do something. You gotta do something, man. You gotta do something. But even, look at it like this as well too, what I wanna say as well. Even let's just put this scenario in play. Even if you had nothing to do, still don't release. You know what I mean? You got to look at it like that. Like even if you have absolutely nothing to do, still that does not mean release your energy. That doesn't mean defile your mind. That doesn't mean deteriorate your spirit. That doesn't mean do those things. You gotta kind of sometimes you gotta put yourself in a predicament where, okay, I'm tied to a chain. Now I have what I have, and you have to make up your mind like, hey man, I'm still good. I'm still okay. I'm still fine. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at it like you doing you doing 25 to life. Like flatlines feel like you in a cell and you a dope fiend going through withdrawals. But you know, we think about these withdrawals and it's like, what are we really, when you've been so far away from certain activities, right? It's like, what are you really withdrawing from at this point, right? But if you have a clear understanding of where you're going with it, why are you feeling this way, right? I think it's only one reason. It's only one reason. I don't know it to be exact, but I feel that old cells are dying and new cells are being reborn or being birthed, pardon me. I think old cells are dying, new cells are being born. Old things are just getting broken down in your body. More light is finding its way to be revealed within you. It's like it's so much healing that goes on with this body when you're actually doing the right things, man. Sometimes the body needs to shut down a little bit so it could actually heal. Sometimes it needs that. It needs that. But that doesn't mean that you don't have enough resources to continue to push and go forward with what it is that you have to do. So the Most High will make you fight to get that increase from time to time. Yep. It's kind of like going underwater and not being able to breathe. You got to get safety by any net. Yeah, yeah, man. Feel like you're going under. Yep. I like that analogy. It does feel like you're going underwater where things get extremely heavy and dense. That's a good analogy. I like that, Akeem. That was a good one. Let me sip this protein shake real quick. I just finished this workout, fellas. So I'll try to be on this live for a little decent amount of time. I know recently I've been leaving these lives like anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes, but if it's going great, if I'm seeing good comments coming down, then hey, we're gonna keep going for a little bit. But I do have some white rice on the stove. I do have some stewed thighs with potatoes. So I'm ready to crush that meal. But this is right here. I think this will hold me for a little bit. It's about 50 grams of protein with one scoop of creatine. So I think this will hold me for a little bit. It's 9:02 right now. Ain't no telling. You know, when you do full body, you be burning so much calories. It's ridiculous, man. Man, tell you, man. You got to just really keep on going, no matter what it is, no matter how you're feeling. You know, you're not gonna totally just give up and stop because you're feeling low at the moment. Yeah, if you're feeling low at the moment, you may just do like simple things just to kind of make the moment seem good. Like you may have done your reading, you may have prayed, you're keeping the most high on your mind. You may possibly play a little video game, just to kind of get the edge off a little bit, shake off the cobwebs. You know what I mean? You might just play a little Call of Duty real quick. Chase somebody down the game real quick, right? Man, it's like that sometimes. It's like that sometimes, Aaron. It's like that sometimes, man. Because it's like we living in such a time now where there's so much going on, right? Like energetically, like there's so much different lifestyles that's going on, right? So much evil's going on, like so many sneers and so many um like agendas and stuff being pushed, man. You know, some people are just negative, some people are just they're just permeating so many things off their aura. Like their aura is just on a whole different level than a man that's practicing SR. And yeah, man, it does get contagious, man. It gets like you start feeling very lethargic, you start feeling very heavy, you feel like very tired at times. Like you wish that you can go somewhere where you have everything you need, right? Like you feel like you have all the crops. You have a nice acre. You have so many acres where you got crops, cattle, chickens, eggs, everything, milk, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And you could just live off the land, right? Because we living in a society, especially if we live in one of those states where the population is ridiculous and it's flooded with people that just want to live a fast life. It makes you feel super therapeutic, you know? I meant therapeutic. It make you feel I said therapeutic. It feels very lethargic because there's so much going on. Like when you're on SR2, like people be thinking so many negative things towards you, like people that have that negative mindset because you're vibrating higher. So sometimes they be thinking like man's I feel like A wicked man is natural thought process when he's in the midst of a righteous man is always bloodshed. Like, how could I take this guy down? How could I disrupt this guy? Like, how could I kind of throw this guy off a little bit? Because it's energy, right? It's energy. And people all think that way. I may not say all people, but certain people do think that way. And I know we all came across that as well too. Like, we all had this energy about us, and everywhere we go or certain places we pull up on or pull up in to handle anything we handle. It could be work, it could be business where we're trying to make purchases. It could be the places where we're just trying to work out, maybe the gym, just going to the park, going for a walk, walking to your car, going anywhere, man. There's always something probably out here or someone out here that's projecting some type of negative energy towards you. And just like Aaron said, man, you just gotta mind your business. But let me keep reading. But hey, I'm glad y'all chiming in, man. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all with the reactions and stuff like that. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's see, brother Ox said, real talk, being around people that walk around with that baggage, yeah, can make you sick to your stomach. People got a lot of unhealed trauma, and we could all we can do is hope that they find peace within. Right. And everybody has some, like, you know, everyone in this world got trauma, right? Everyone has things that they have to deal with and things that they have to work through. It's not to say that we are perfect because we're far from perfect, right, fellas? That's why we are relying on the Most High to give us strength to develop ourselves to become a better version, to be that image that He wanted us to be, right? So we all dealing with baggage, right? But how do we deal about the baggage? We don't project our baggage on no one else. We deal with it, and that's what SR helps with. But those that may not be practicing SR, those that may not be practicing self control, discipline, um, kind of abstaining from all sexual activities. There's too much sexual activities and stimulants in this world right now, man. Like, every corner, it don't matter. Like, it's so accessible that people are drowning in that. So it's gonna make you negative immediately. So people are projecting so many things, man. That's why we gotta, like, stay on this path no matter what. And it's not to say that if you have a significant other, or you're trying to procreate and make some more children for your tribe, that doesn't mean, you know what I mean, right? You know, you want to bring forth life in the world, bring life into the world, but that means you gotta always know your role, know the lifestyle you want to live. If that's what you want to do so. Bring forth that life, but stay on that lifestyle, stay on that change, right? Don't go back to the don't go back and conform to the world, right? Don't go back just being recreational with the energy, with the life force. Be intentional with it. And if you have a loved one, then hey, sometimes it may not work out like that first, right? But practice makes perfect, right? So if you got a loved one, y'all get intimate every once in a while. You learn how to hold back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm realizing sometimes that's not the healthiest thing to do. Right? That's not the healthiest thing to do all the time. Sometimes I feel like, and I have that experience, right? Because I know a lot of y'all know I got a wife, right? So from experience, that doesn't work all the time. Sometimes you just gotta really abstain all the way. You know, um, that form of tantric type of stuff, it don't really work for everybody. You know what I mean? It don't really work like that. Why boil it up and then let it calm down? It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna make you a little more frustrated, and then gonna want to stimulate it more and more and more. And then you come to a realization, like, you're like, you know what, man? Look, I already contaminated it, but hey, let me get right. Let me move on forward. Right. So, this is a change that we just gonna have to keep up no matter what. Flatline, no flatline. It's still a lifestyle change, and we know what it comes with. We know the benefits and why we need to continue to do it until the wheels fall off. Like it don't matter. We're gonna keep going. Now, finally, I'm at Aaron's comment, man. He said, "Bro, I just be minding my business. I want to keep my peace. I be getting stares every freaking place I go. I hate this. Hey, bro, telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's real. It's real like that, right? It's really real like that. You have all this energy, right? You're out like, and this is a lot of us as well too. Our personality, we don't we don't tend to y'all hearing that zap zap zap. I don't know if you heard that zap zap zap, but I got a little lantern right there. For them nighttime flies. They be flying sometimes. I just want to zap them up real quick. So I don't know if y'all heard that. Pat pat. Sound like popcorn getting made in the corner. But yeah, man. We don't have that type of intention to stare at everybody, when we go out in public. We do mind our business, and that's the kind of people we are. And I believe I could relate to you a lot, Ern, because I'm a very private guy as well too. I like my whole being is privacy. You know what I'm saying? I don't really look too deep into people. I may see things going on, but I know exactly what you're feeling, man. You come out, got this energy, you cool and calm with it. You ain't thinking too deep about it. But you come out and everybody's just acting up, man. Hey, it just come with it. It come with it. That don't mean we want to let go of the energy now, but the more we hold on, the more amplified it get. We could even be in a little corner. Somebody gonna find us. Somebody gonna look and be like, hey, you know. That's how they be moving, man. We go out hey, we go out into an environment where they got some nice lighting. You know, how when we be in the gym, right? We go into the glass room and everything like that, and they got the nice light. It's kind of dim and all that, and you can see your aesthetics and all that. Hey man, we step into a place that got nice lighting. It don't matter. It don't. Hey bro, it don't matter what level the lighting is on. It could be slightly high, dim, whatever, super bright. It don't matter, man. Man, we when that light hit, boy, they be going crazy. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing to know that you got the magnetism. But with all that magnetism, you know, we only want that magnetism to be used for like business or for good energy, because sometimes this magnetism could draw a lot of negative attention to you. A spotlight on you, and we necessarily don't really care about spotlight like that. Like a lot of us are not trying to be famous, trying to do all this extra stuff. Some of us are just hardworking men, right? We just want to continue to thrive into whatever job and field we're in. We just want to be scholars in that field. We just want to build for our families. We want to just be men of valor. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us not trying to chase, the world type of success. Meaning like making music and stuff like that. It doesn't really have to be worldly, if you get what I'm saying. But we're not trying to be like, like a movie actor and all that. Like if you want to be that, that's cool. If you want to be a model, that's cool. I had thoughts about that still too. Like why not model a little bit, here and there. But I understand completely, man. We get stares everywhere, but you don't get a salute. You don't get a how you doing? How you feeling, man? I hope everything's going well with you. It's more so on the women aspect, it's more so lust. Sometimes they desire you or automatic because you are fertile, right? So a lot of women are subconsciously they're looking for somebody they can mate with. That's a fact. Um, when it comes down to a man too, there's men that's on the left side and there's men on the right side. The men on the left side, that's the confused energy. And some men on the right side, they do want to respect you, right? They may look at you for respect, but even on that left side with the confusion, all of it is confusion. It's not just the attraction part, how the men be like confused on that end too. I even mean like aggressive and he got this hateful energy towards you, this hateful lens to you when he see you. You gotta really protect your energy out here, man. Because it's serious. It's serious, man. He said we don't care about that. People don't care about us. We're putting ourselves first, moving forward. Yeah, we don't do things to be liked. We don't practice. We never practice retention, so everybody could like us. That's going against like the laws. That's going against the laws, man. It's like, hey, man, do this so everybody could like you. That's going against the law. Why do something that people are not willing to do or sacrifice to do so we could get liked? That doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. Because this lifestyle makes you more chaste anyway. It makes you more chaste. And the thing about being chaste in this modern time is that people are forgetting how to be chaste. People are forgetting what chaste is. That's why there's such a resistance to it. A resistance. A resistance to it. It's a resistance to it. For real. But it's cool if it's a resistance, man, because people are always looking for things instantly, instant gratification. Instant. They want the Instagram. They want to see your portfolio. They want to keep meditating on your photos. They want to see how you look with your shirt off. They want to know if you got like you know what I'm saying. Let me go to his page. Ooh, he got muscles. Oh, he handsome. Oh, let me DM him. Let me da 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 da. Like they living in that world. But when you really in the flesh, when you pull up in the real different ball game, bro. That's why we just mind our business. We keep it real with ourselves. That's why we keep it pushing. When you keep it real with yourself and you just keep it pushing, you're not looking thirsty out here. And number one, you're not even thirsty. If you're thirsty, you know for a fact you walking around with that gallon of water. You squeezing some limes, lemons in there too. You might even cut up some watermelons, some pineapples, and put in your water, some oranges, apples, whatever you want to do to raise that pH balance. If you're thirsty, take a sip. You feel me? That's how we move out here, but we're not really walking out here thirsting after nobody up and down the block. We going to the store to handle business. We going to the gym to get muscle. We going to work to get that money. It's that simple. We don't be walking around here breaking our neck, looking all over the place like, hey man, this energy is real sacred. This energy is real private. That's why we don't tell too many people what it is that we got going on. You know what I'm saying? This energy expose what people's true intentions are when you actually got energy. You know what I'm saying? That's how they move, man. He said, real talk. I walked into work this morning. All my coworkers were having a combo in the lunchroom. As soon as I walked in, I heard someone say, she's coming. And, and the whole- hey, I can't see that right there. Y'all. See, we low key detectives, bro. See that we got that detective energy. We got that agent energy. Like we the real agents out here. You know them agents that be coming up trying to troll and all that. I ain't saying there's no trolls in here because I ain't scrolling down right now, but you know how they be trolls and all that, like agents of chaos trying to come in, slide through and all that. Hey, we the real agents out there. When we come through, they be quiet. They be like, they stop being loose. They start tightening up. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Hey, man, you ever step behind a line one time and you saw some people over there real chatterbox like, and then you walk, and then they felt that energy behind them and they just locked up, and they start being hush hush. Yeah, gotta escape the matrix, man, for real. But we already unplugged though, so I feel like we already escaped, but we still, that's the thing, right? Right? See, in the matrix, right? In the matrix. He unplugged, but then he was in a whole different world, bro. And then to get back in the world, he had to plug his head, plug a plug. He had to put a plug back in his head. This man had an outlet in the back of his skull, and he had to plug himself back in just to come back in here and do all the hacks and do all the glitching and all that. Hey man, we already unplugged, but now since we unplugged, we like still in the game. And this game, bro, it's all about that energy. It's all about that energy, man. It's all about the energy. But the one thing that's gonna keep us sustained though is the Most High, and that's a fact because He's the author of truth, the author of truth. I'm gonna say that again. He's the author of truth. So when you know He's the one that got that script, that book of life. You feel me? And we gotta make sure that we just got that energy to hold on and keep going. To keep on clinging to Him because, hey man, they trying to make you cling to the floor. They trying to make you cling to the pleasures of the world. They want you to cling to nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying? He's just saying, man, the place either get quiet or they go crazy, noisy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a fact. Yeah, either. Yeah, you saying true about the noise, like the different volumes of it. Like sometimes they get quiet like a mouse, but when they feel like they want to disturb your peace, that's when they get loud. So it's different type of amplifications that they use. It's more so, right, when you walk in the spot and they're already busy doing what they're doing, they get quiet. But if you were in that location first and then they come in, they're gonna be extra, extra loud. That's when they're gonna start laughing louder and what I'm saying, just to throw your piece off. Like, especially like if you in say, like, for instance, you in a break room, right? And you reading a book or something like that, they're gonna be extra loud. You at a park just chilling. Somebody gonna come around come with a speaker and start playing all types of songs. You like, bruh, come on, man. We at a park. What are you doing? It's just sometimes this magnetism can cause a lot of envy from men and women. They hate the fact that you actually have the power just to mind your business and get it on your own. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. And the thing is like we still getting it, so they be having it a little confused. We still getting it, so I don't understand what it is that they hating for. We still getting it, so I don't know what they hating for. And we got a whole lot to get, you know. But we just making sure that we utilize our time wisely to get it what it is that we want to get, man. So, envy is such a low energy, it's such a low vibration, you know. Like, for real. You said, man, I remember the hate I got when I was on 3 Year Street. Man, it's ridiculous, huh? Ridiculous. What the heck going on? So our flatline is just mental. Sometimes it could be a little bit mental and a little bit physical. Like, it could be a little mental and a little physical, meaning like you've already adapted to the changes that you already made, like within your journey with your life. You already made a 180 shift, right? So I feel like if it's on the mental part, I feel like now it's being embedded fully. Like whatever it is that you decide to change is being embedded fully. Now, physically, yeah, the flatline is a little different because it's kind of like the body is destroying the old things in it and new things are being born. You feel what I'm saying? Like old cells are being destroyed and new cells are being born. And that's through the whole entire like body, like the whole entire organism. Like we go through these sporadic metamorphoses where we have no calculation of when it's coming. It could, like I'm saying, man. And I'm speaking right now off of my experience because right now let me see, yeah, I'm about to be like 4 months in right now on this current streak. I'm about to be 4 months in, and this is the first flatline I've ever felt in this new streak of mine. So what is going on? Like the way it hit me, right? I was just laughing today because I was like, bro, it just feel like I never did dope a day in my life. All right, but it feel like you're going through a heavy withdrawal on some dope. Like you a dope fiend, but you're not fiend out. But it's kind of like bruh, it's like you in rehab or something like that. It's strange. And when you realize that you really don't have low energy, your mental capacity is just like it's still decent. You're trying to figure out what is going on, bro. And if you can't figure out what's going on, then that means, hey, you just gotta keep doing positive things. Like I just finished a workout. I started my workout around 6. I did a full body routine. I did biceps, bench press, pull ups. I didn't do any back rows with the bar with the barbell, dumbbells or anything. I just did pull ups, superset after the bench, then shoulders and squats. And I just started feeling like really, really, really good after I started doing the workout. I just started feeling really good. I was just like, whoa. And I was listening to scripture while I was working out. So I guess that had a form of benefit as well too. Yeah, when you're on them long streaks, man, you don't care, bro. You don't care. Like when I was coming up to a year, like maybe like a year ago, yeah, man, I just didn't care. Like anyone could just do what they not do what they want to do, but anybody could just look at you how they feel or whatnot. People get extra thirsty though when you get on long streaks sometimes, man. People just want to grab you. People just be hollering at you like, hey, 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 what you doing later? Can I get your number? Like, hey, so then they start coming up to you talking about, oh, you look so good, like da 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 da. Like, yeah, it started getting real like that. That's why you just gonna have to just keep it pushing. They're gonna start talking about how you smell so good. They're gonna start calling you handsome. They're gonna talk about how they always want to say something to you, but they just didn't know how to say it. Like all types of weird stuff like that. Especially if it's people that's actually in your environment, you know. But if you meet people like randomly sometimes, they're gonna find something to say. It's like when I'm at the park with my son, some female will always try to find a way to talk about, oh, your son is so adorable. just just so they can say something. It's like mind your business, man. Keep it pushing. Nobody ain't worried about you. Like people be worried about your whole tribe and everything like that. You walking with your son, you guys hand and he's walking. They just look into us. Oh, he's so adorable. I just had to say something. I know you saw me staring, but I just had to say something. I'm like, all right, thank you. Like, come on, man. They be trying to find anything, man. You said facts. Try to say hi to them to diffuse the awkward energy. They just looked at me and got back to eating food. Tried to stay high again. Got no response. I just put my back, my back when and got the word right. That's how you gotta do it, man. Oh, that sound good, Aaron. Move straight to the woods, man. That sound good, bro. Got a got a what you call it? Got a fireplace and everything. Cut fresh wood, bro. Man, got the fresh coffee beans, everything, man. Sound good, bro. Wake up, hit a bird chirping, pop outside. What? Sunlight beaming. I'm out there. I'm out there. No shirt on. Yeah, you can never go wrong. Mind your business. That's a fact. You can never go wrong. Mind your business, man. Sometimes you just gotta close your windows, man. But you want a little bit of sunlight in your house. Sometimes you gotta close your windows. Straight up, man. If I'm in the woods, man, I'm out there. Straight staff in my hand, everything. I'm out there. A flatline after 3 months is scary. That's when people say they rewired. Yeah, man. After 3 months, that is it's crazy. It's crazy. It's been a few days, man. It's been a few days, and I'm just trying to really sit and trying to understand it. I'm trying to like communicate with my body to allow it to kind of speak back to me like, hey, what's going on with you? Like you're all right, you're feeling good. Like I'm feeling good, I'm looking good, you know, skin flawless, the muscles still looking full. Because it's one thing, right? It's not like that's why I say, man, flatline, don't think, oh man, I'm not feeling the high energy. I gotta do something. Like, never do that, bro. Never do that. Never do that. Never do that. Hey, y'all can't stand it when females do all that extra stuff. Yeah, just have a normal combo. Yeah, cut it out. All right, all that fake energy, man. Yeah. Or they fake like they look for something. Right. Real talk. They do that sometimes when I'm out here on my patio. You know, the apartments I'm living in right now, they really nice on the outside, and the inside is nice too. But the outside, it look real like art like. When you all build, when they build like brand new buildings, like townhouses, and they look real nice. Like you see patios and high rooftops, a nice little like yard and everything like that. Like, they always come by like they sightseeing and all that. But, when they see me on the patio, they look and they see me react, and then they start, then everybody, the whole squad they walk in with turn over and then look around and all that, acting like they looking like they sightseeing or something like that. I'm like, if y'all don't go home for real, y'all walking up and down the street with some chancletas, looking at the environment. If y'all don't go in your house, what you walking around with chancletas for? Some slippers, walking around with some house slippers for? Y'all ain't got nothing better to do, for real. He said, "Oh, that's what's up, man. Man, that calisthenic video, that's a throwback, man. When I look at my physique back then, man, my physique don't look nothing like that no more, man. Man, I would make a summer edition one, like most high willing this summer. I'll go to a park and I'll film something brand new. 'Cause, yeah, the physique look two like times, man, 100 times better right now. During that time, I had an amazing time with that type of content though, because I was going through a trial myself. You know, I didn't have the best diet, or the best situation per se, but that on that retention streak, that was an extremely long streak for me, man. And yeah, man, that energy was beautiful. Can't lie, but hey, I appreciate you, Aaron, for finding me. How long ago did you found the video? Yeah, chancletas, yeah, man. He said that energy be flowing like crazy when you sit for long periods of time. It got you shaking sometimes, be to the point where you gotta move. You gotta be active, especially when you're at the dinner table. Yeah. Uh Let me see. I'm trying to correlate it how I feel about it sitting for periods of time. Yeah, sitting for periods of time. Yeah, it feels cool. I feel like if you have a control on it, then you won't feel too shaky. Because in my experience, I don't really feel too shaky when I'm sitting for a decent amount of time. I don't really feel like too shaky or anything like that. For me, I possibly need to start like going to the beach more. I feel like going to places where there's a lot of water. Like I know I live in California, but in LA, there's not like a beach right in LA. I gotta go out somewhere and go. I gotta go find it. 2 weeks ago, yeah. Oh, you was watching Nana the other day. He just kept saying, "Shout out to Uncle K, man." was it was it some of his new content or his older content? I haven't spoke to Nana in an extremely long time, man. I haven't spoke to him in an extremely long time. If it's the new content, I'd be like, oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Or his recent content, I'd be like, that's what's up. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I hope brother doing good too, man. Hope he's doing good. I know he's helped a lot of people. I know a lot of people got a lot from his channel. Take a sip of this water. Yeah, Sente, he got some good content too. That's a fact. Cause it's in the long haul, it's all about just keep going, man. No matter the adversity, no matter what it is. Sometimes you gotta do it the way that the Most High tells you to do it. Yeah, the old videos, man. Yeah, man. When I used to come off with those talking points, man, they got a lot from it. You know what I mean? I've been practicing SR like way longer than when I got on YouTube. But during that one space on YouTube, I was just going in like just for the people in a sense, just to have that feel good content that everybody seemed like they like a lot. So during that run, yeah, people was going crazy. I was inspiring too many people at that time, which was a good thing. Not gonna lie. When did I start practicing retention, or like when did I find it? Like, what do you mean? Like, when did I find out about retention? Because I find talking about the beginning of my retention journey. I love talking about it sometimes. I feel like it's a good talking point on how the average man could find it. Because I feel like the average man could find out about SR without him having to find it on YouTube or something like that. Like, it's possible. You know how people say, if I could do it, you could do it too. Ah, all right, just chilling on YouTube, man. You found it and you got right. He went straight to the Most High after that. He said, "Whoa." Said, "Yup." Now I started practicing semen retention, or SR per se, in 2019, right? And the way I went about it, I never saw content about it. I never saw anything about it really on YouTube. It was just like I just had got tired of my situation. I just got so tired of smoking weed and letting that be something that I'm coping with. I just started getting pissed off, man. I just started getting just mad at myself. Man, I always gotta smoke something. I always gotta, like, if I'm not rolling up, then I don't have any clarity. I just got tired of that. So I made a vow to myself. I was like, I just want to be pure from everything, right? So I stopped smoking, stopped making love, and then things started clicking. Things just started like just shifting like super fast. Like, it took a little while though because it was new energy for me. I had to adjust to it. Like any other thing that you're trying to do that's good for you, you got to adjust to it. So I felt like an extreme boost in confidence, right? Everything. I started picking up things that I wanted to improve in my life, and then gradually I started clinging to the Most High. I started reading scriptures and trying to understand scriptures and just trying to live for Him. And it was during the beginning. And when you're in the beginning, I want to say this too, right? It's always good to find someone that speaks about it, that has been on, that has a lot of experience practicing the practice, right? Because there's a lot of people that can manipulate you on this journey, on this lifestyle. Like they could speak a lot of things that could manipulate you and make you think that doing it this is okay, doing that is okay. Um, Always talking about just they like it may be coded in growth, but it could also be coded in fleshly desires as well too. So you gotta have somebody that's speaking to you with a little maturity because man, like in the beginning, man, so many people could just throw you off. Because when you first start the journey and the lifestyle change, you're gonna be searching from day in and day out. You're gonna be like, whoa, whoa, look at this, oh, this content, this is good content, this content, this content. You're gonna be watching like 10 people, and all 10 people could be talking about different things, talking about experiences, talking about how they do certain things, talking about how, oh man, oh, the women is this, the women energy is crazy, oh, this and that, boom, 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 boom. Oh, I'm getting stares, this and that. Then some people gonna tell you, oh man, you got an edge, man. Edging is not that bad. Da da da. Raise the energy. Like so many people talk about so many things, bro, that can manipulate you. And when you get it, when you stray away from all that and you just live the life because it's a lifestyle change, and you start looking more from the spiritual, and you start really digging deep within yourself, then you're gonna find the simplicity about it. Yeah, you're gonna find out like, man, this is just it's simple. Like it's not too complex and what everyone makes it to be. Even though like all those things that they do say sometimes about like the magnetism, the attraction, the stairs, the negative energy, the manipulation, the energy harvesting, like all those things is true to some degree, but you gotta live it as well too. You gotta live it to know it. So the craziest thing is I can make plans for the next 10 years while I'm on SR. But when I relapse, I couldn't even think about tomorrow. Yo, man, that's true for real. That's true, man. Yeah. So you can't be relapsing, man. You know? Sometimes what I notice, man, is like sometimes even in you waking up and you about to have a nocturnal emission, sometimes you can stop that jump, man. You be like, hey yo, nah. You wake up, you be like, skirt. And you be like, all right, cool. Like, I'm good. The whole time, bro, you just drank so much water, bro, that you had to urinate. That's sometimes people don't know that's why they be having nocturnal emissions. I ain't gonna lie though. Sometimes you just had so much water. You drank some water before you went to bed, man. And that water, that rush of water, sometimes it elevates the energy up a little bit, and then out of nowhere you having a nocturnal, and then you be like, when you stop the nocturnal, you be like, wait, man, I gotta urinate, bro. You go urinate, and you like, oh snap, bro. Like I gotta be careful with drinking water. Like 2 hours before I go to bed, I might have to cut that water out, bro. For real. Cause sometimes that's what it is, man. Sometimes you gotta urinate for real. Cause you drinking a gallon of water a day. Come on, man. So and a lot of times those nocturnal emissions, it don't happen at 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes it happen around like 6, 7 a.m. in the morning when your body is naturally trying to wake itself up. You don't have it in the middle of the night, like you dreaming of something at 2 a.m. and then out of nowhere, like nah. It happens sometimes, like on the brink of you having to seriously wake up a little bit to start your day or something like that, maybe an hour or two before you naturally wake up to start your day. That's when it normally happens. That's when a body is getting ready to wake up, and it's like, okay, I gotta wake up. Let me urinate and all that, and that urination is pushing. It's trying to push out. It's trying to wake you up. Like, hey, I gotta urinate, but you sleeping so good. You getting that good sleep, bro. You hit legs the day before, so hey, bro, I don't think you getting up no time soon. You getting up when you supposed to get up, but you ain't getting up earlier than that. So you sleeping, man, you sleeping good, you got urinate, you like, bro, I ain't getting up, bro. And that's when your dreams start. twisting and all that because you got to urinate. That's why people. That's why you be like, "Oh, I had a wet dream last night." Hey, you only had a wet dream because you had to urinate, and all that water was pushing. That made your mind process something different on what your body was not. You yo, if you know, you know. If you know, you know, for real. Because I'm speaking from experience. Sometimes you just gotta put a hold on that thing. You wake up, you like skirt, and then you sit there, you pause, you be like, yo, let me get up real quick, man. Let me go in the bathroom real quick. You be sitting there thinking, you be like, yo, what was about to happen, bruh? And you like, nah. And you still feeling the pressure. You just like, man, let me just urinate. And then you be like, oh snap, I had to urinate this whole time. And no nocturnal emission. And you good. You said for real, the social situations, yeah, it ain't really important to me. Right. I mean, it'll be cool if we met more people in a society that was more positive. But people are just always in competition with each other, no matter what. Like we're all working out for health. We're all trying to be in competition. Who got the bigger chest? Who got a bigger bicep? Who got bigger shoulders, bigger back? Who got more muscles? Who got better cuts? Who got better definition? Like, bro, some of us are on a surplus. Some of us are gaining weight. Some of us are not cutting down body fat. Like some of us just naturally want to be slimmed down. Like everybody just be so caught up, bro. And when you have your own agenda, then just like stick to your own process, man. But yeah, fellas, man, this is a good live. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Hey, Aaron, I appreciate you for supporting the content, bro. You've been on here for 2 weeks. I appreciate you, man. Everybody else, man, hey, I can appreciate you, my brother, for tapping in. Everybody who liked the live, Claude, I see you, man. I see you. Hey, Ray, I see you too, brother. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. All y'all for tapping in. For real. So yeah, y'all have a good night though, man. Wherever y'all at. I know where some of y'all at. Man. But y'all have a good night, man. Y'all stay blessed. Whatever y'all going through, look, just make the best out of it. You know, it may seem kind of hard in the moment because the energy, the fluctuation, you may be feeling at an all time low, but deep within you in an all time high. Facts. Sheesh, 780 what? 7:48 a.m. You're in Europe right now? Where you at? You in the UK? Where you at, man? You in India? Where you at? You in a whole different time zone, man. Sun out right now. Yeah, I gotta go rack these weights up and everything like that. Make some eat some of this good dinner real quick. Just give thanks. Then I'm gonna get back to my Pokemon, man. Right now I'm watching Pokemon Journeys right now. It's a good show. I ain't gonna lie. It's really good. I've been back on my Pokemon a little bit. I'm starting to get inspired a little bit. Man, Europe, that's what's up. Oh, praises to the Most High, man. You stay safe out there. You know, hope your day goes well. No matter what it is you're doing, if you're relaxing, you got some productivity going on, something productive. Yeah, may the Most High continue to keep you strong, keep you safe, keep your mind right, keep your physical strong, keep you in good health. And that's for everybody, man. That's for everybody. Everybody, may the Most High, man, just keep y'all strong and good health. Mental, spiritual, physical, everything, man. So y'all have a good night. Y'all stay blessed. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, Most High willing. I'm gonna see y'all soon. I'm gonna have some more content for y'all other than lives. We still gonna go live, you know, but I'm gonna have some more content for y'all for sure. All right, my brothers, y'all take care and peace.